A new year, a new me, or a new year, same me? I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I'm new or just refreshed from vacation. We have so much to talk about today, guys. I always like to do a yearly New Year's goals, kind of a year in review and what we're going to be doing going forward type video. And I didn't get the chance to do this towards the end of last year. It's weird to say last year, the end of 2024, which was just last week, because I was out of the country, but I just feel like I really want to do this. I want to chat. So let's sit down. We're going to do a little bit of like a get ready with me video today, but it's kind of more, not so much get ready with me. It's more of a let's play with all of the goodies that I got for the holidays, for Christmas, and give my take on them at the same time while we chat. So if that interests you, stick around and we will dive right on in. All right, guys, so welcome. If you're new here, I am Cher. I normally give a little intro about all the things we do here on the channel and what you can expect, but that's kind of what this video is about, of all the things that you can expect in 2025. I am just getting back from Costa Rica. It was an amazing trip. I do have a vlog out there if you haven't seen it yet, and it was just a really kind of a life-changing, reflective time of like some soul searching, checking in my heart, spending time with my family, and really reflecting on like what is important in life and what are my dreams, what are my goals, what is my heart. And so I was already kind of struggling to figure this out the last few months anyway, and figuring out, is there a new direction I want to go in? Do I want to keep doing the same thing? A lot of it kind of came to a head as I had that time away to reflect. So we're going to be chatting all about that. And we are going to be kicking it off with skincare first. I don't know what look I'm making today. I'm just wanting to share with you guys some of the things I've had recently that I haven't had a chance to really try out well. Like all new items, some in PR, some that I got for Christmas, some that I've just bought with my own money that I was curious about, some that came in beauty boxes, you name it. I'm just going to kind of throw in here things that I want to play with. And so I'll tell you about it as we go along. So the first thing, I did get gifted this by Innisfree. It's the Green Tea Enzyme Vitamin C Brightening Toner Pads. And I just haven't had a chance to really play with them much. I did like once, but I haven't incorporated them into my skincare routine yet. And so we'll just start with our skincare before we do some makeup, and we'll chat. So it feels really refreshing. It's very moisturizing. I'm not usually like into the pads like this on a lot of products because of the fact that a lot of them are very like drying with like alcohol in them and stuff, but this is actually the opposite. They're very moisturizing. So I do like that. I like that a lot. The next thing we're going to try out is this that I got in Ipsy for January. I did bring you guys an unboxing right before I left. I was glad I was able to get that out before your choice period, but I really had not been able to do a try on video like I normally do, or even in my shorts. And so I have not even tried this yet, guys. I'm excited about it though. It's the MZ Skin Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Serum. And so it's just a very like nice high-end, really good product. I love the packaging too. I think it's very luxurious looking. All right, and it has this little dropper, and you can get a good bit with the dropper. It's very like solid feeling and everything, so really nice. So I got this in BoxyCharm, and as I told you guys in that video, Ipsy is only sending BoxyCharm right now for the next couple of months, and then after that I don't know what they're going to do with me or other creators. I don't want to get into talking too much because I am going to touch a little bit on Ipsy and my beauty boxes and PR and all of that in a few minutes as part of this discussion, so we'll save that part for then. The next thing I'm going to be trying is the Grown Alchemist Hydra Restore Day Cream. This came from, I think, our Allure, and I have not touched it yet. I really shouldn't open this because it is like brand new, but we're gonna give it a shot. Normally, Grown Alchemist, it's a little smelly, and indeed it is. I smell those essential oils in this. It almost reminds me of like bug spray. It's not my favorite smell. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure I care for the cream either. It's okay, but it's like, I don't know. I think because I've been using some K-Beauty moisturizer lately, this is just almost like, I don't want to say it's sticky, but it just, I don't know. I don't think I give it a great review. I'm not sure if I'm a huge Grown Alchemist fan. Sorry for those of you who love Grown Alchemist. I'm just, I don't know, a little too natural. I just don't like the smell, I think. The last product I'm going to put on for now is the Lancome Absolute, the eye cream. Now, I have done the Absolute, like the moisturizer, but not as much of the eye cream. I absolutely love this stuff. It is so good. Like the whole line. I was gifted this also in PR. I love Lancome, I gotta say. But just haven't been able to use it since I was leaving, and so now we're going to put that on. It's lovely. I'm going to coat my lips in PLouise lip oil, and it's their winter one. Like, I get like cotton candy vibes from it, but it might be like blueberry. I can't remember what we said was in this, but it is delicious. This one is the Frosted Kisses. They have so many different lines of these that I've been getting in my budget boxes. Okay, so I think I'm kind of like prepped skincare wise. Let's go into the makeup. My brow pencil is not new. This is my Ride or Die Benefit, precisely my brow. So let's do a little makeup and chat, guys. All right, so the first thing I want to do is like a year in review kind of thing. Let's talk about 2024. I had a lot of growth. I started off the year thinking I wanted mostly for just my YouTube channel to grow, and I did start like a travel separate channel. Then fairly shortly after that, I realized I can't possibly keep up with 2 channels. It's just too much. So I haven't done much with the travel side. So my biggest goal and focus for this last year was definitely YouTube. I didn't have a lot of goals other than that. I definitely wanted to continue to travel and have some amazing travel experiences, and I definitely accomplished that. And of course, I wanted my family to be happy and thriving. I did end up going with homeschooling this year for my son. He is an ESE student, and started middle school this year. And so unfortunately at the new middle school, they just weren't meeting all of his learning needs, is the best way I know how to describe it all. I don't want to get too negative on here and all, but we ended up making the choice that I would homeschool him. And so that's one thing that I kind of wish had gone different this year, but it did change this last year. And it is now really changing my schedule because I have to spend a lot of my day teaching, and my kids are my #1 priority. So I'm now having to kind of film more like in the evenings, the late afternoons, just whenever I can. And so that's been one change this last year. So for the most part, you know, I feel like it was a decent year, but there's some things that didn't quite go how I wanted them to. So that's just kind of a year in reflection. Now, if you've been around here, you know I've done a lot of beauty boxes. It's probably my #1 like niche almost on the channel. And we're going to talk about that. Probably the majority of you here, maybe not all, but the majority of you here have come to find me through a beauty box of some kind, or the spoilers. It is spoilers, unboxings, reviews, try-ons on a lot of the popular ones. And that has been my pleasure because it's kind of become my specialty, I guess. And I know a lot about the beauty boxes, and it's really familiarized me with so many different beauty products out there that I think your average person just doesn't experience, like all of those. I think it has been such a benefit to you guys and myself. So much I've learned and all that. The downside behind all these beauty boxes, especially doing like the spoilers and whatnot, there's a couple of downsides. One, I'm kind of like I'm on call in a sense, because as soon as spoilers drop, I got to get right on it, because if I wait too long, it's kind of irrelevant. You guys, you know, will already have your boxes. So always kind of in wait mode for boxes. Same goes with everything else I kind of cover. Sales, new collections in makeup, like just like kind of being one of the first out there to get it out to you before like any of you have actually bought it yourselves, so that you get a review on it. And obviously it does better video wise and with views and stuff for me. Kind of a win-win all the way around. And I almost hesitate to say any of this because I don't want anything to be like a negative thing. Just kind of expressing like the challenge of it, especially as a homeschool mom. I mean, my full-time job is homeschooling at the moment. It makes it a lot harder to be able to just drop everything I'm doing to do a spoilers video, if you know what I mean. Also, it makes me very dependent on some of the PR that I do get. So, like with Ipsy, like we were talking about. By the way, we're gonna play around with this new storybook palette, or it's called My Frosty Fairy Tale. It is from PLouise in that winter box that I got right before I left. I have played with it one time, but that's all I got. So we're gonna do a little bit more today. Do something just kind of like extra silver on the eyes, maybe. I'm gonna go in with this kind of gray at first. But as I was saying, sometimes with the PR boxes, a lot of times with very popular beauty boxes like Ipsy, FabFitFun, these are ones that come to me and I have no control of when they get here. And when they do come, I need to get it out to you in a timely manner so it's helpful for you. Completely dependent on all of these beauty boxes and on PR. So when they change things up like Ipsy is doing, I can't control that. And it does, you know, one of my best videos, honestly, is Ipsy. Many of you are interested in it. It is such a popular box, but I am completely dependent on these other brands for my channel. And I don't like feeling like that. I want like my own freedom of getting to post, being able to just film when it's convenient for me instead of this like constant being on call feeling. That's the nature of it for all the content that I do just about on the channel. I don't have a lot of evergreen content here. A lot of it is very dependent on like the latest trend, which is really fun. And I always want to try the latest thing out, obviously. It's one thing if it's a couple every now and then, like each month, but the problem is it's every single piece of content that I do. And as a content creator, I mean, I love being a content creator. I think it is so much fun. It is amazing. So much that I have learned as well. Ooh, look at that pop. Isn't that cute? I pulled this from like the highlights on the side of this palette. I love that sparkle, but it definitely gives like a blue, you know, Winter Wonderland blue sparkle in there. But anyway, so what has happened to me over time with my channel is that I feel like I'm kind of like chasing the algorithm, and the algorithm for content creators is just basically like, we can have the best, most amazing content in the world, but if nobody sees it, it's pointless. So we're always trying to figure out, what does the algorithm want from us, which is basically essentially you. What do you guys want to see? And my audience loves to see beauty boxes. So I had been kind of trying to figure out, what is it that I want to do then? If I had my own content that I was guaranteed everybody would love, no matter what it was, what would I want to do? And I've kind of toyed back and forth with like, what is it that I love? Now, I love playing with makeup. I am a freelance makeup artist too. So on one hand, I kind of had wanted to do a lot more like how-tos, tutorials. But if you'll notice, there's not as many like tutorial type channels out there anymore when it comes to beauty. So much of the content these days is kind of more product focused. I mean, there's a couple channels that make it work, but you guys, I mean, I look at the numbers. I know what videos you guys want to see. And the ones that are beauty boxes and spoilers are thousands of views versus a couple hundred for my tutorials. So that tells you something. Basically, I was just trying to kind of figure out, do I want to keep doing so many beauty boxes? Don't panic. I am still doing beauty boxes here and some of the spoilers that, you know, I always cover for you guys. I'm just probably going to prioritize which ones I truly love rather than doing them all. I think that's kind of where I'm at, is to have a little bit more of a filter of what I'm going to be choosing. I'm going to try out the eyeliner from Ipsy BoxyCharm that we just got. I normally would just use eyeshadow, but just to play with it and test out how this one works. Oops, that didn't go so well. I did a little too much. It's like a gel eyeliner. I don't know. It's okay. It's just hard to be as precise with this one, because I mean, see my line there, I made a bump, a little mistake. It's just not as like precise as some of the other liners I have worked with. Okay, I'm going to use the KVD Beauty tubing mascara. I've started using this now. This is what I've been using lately, and I forgot, like, I realized how much I really love this. I didn't know at first, but now I'm like, oh yeah, it's just so much better for lengthening lashes. It just goes on effortlessly, and I don't have very many lashes anyway, but this really does the job. Here is something I got for Christmas, guys. Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Complexion Drops. I've been wanting this forever. I put it on my wish list and I got it. I have not used it yet, but it just looks amazing. What I love about it too is it says consciously crafted beauty. So this is kind of what I want to talk to you about too, is that in 2025, yes, I'll still be doing some of the beauty boxes, but how I'm filtering what's important to me and what my priorities are is that I'm focusing a lot on brands that are cruelty-free and vegan. Isn't that so pretty? Westman Atelier is cruelty-free. Some things are vegan, but not all. And it's a priority that I've had really forever. I kind of built my makeup business on vegan and clean and cruelty-free, of course. And then I just kind of got away from it as I was following the algorithm here. I want a little more freedom to be able to focus on exactly what resonates with me. And especially after this amazing trip to Costa Rica, it's all about the animals there. They call it the simple life, Pura Vida. I'm very bougie. This is bougie. This is luxury skincare right here. But I don't always do like all luxury. But it just really hit home how like rushed my life is and how I'm constantly trying to get like the next video out. I'm constantly stressed. I never have time to really just soak up and enjoy my family, my friends, my life, and have an amazing life, but I'm always on the go to get everything accomplished. And I don't want to live like that in 2025. And at the beginning, when I was building my makeup business too, another really important like niche or thing I focused on a lot was self-care. I loved the idea of just making women feel amazing, but just that kind of like self-care side of it, self-confidence booster and whatnot, does not come out easily. Oh my, now it came out. Okay, I had to keep that from going everywhere, and I didn't mean to put it on this hand because now I gotta get it on my brush with my left hand, and I'm not left-handed. So let's see how these complexion drops look. Ooh. And I'm using the BK Beauty 101 brush, which is a lot more like dense. And what I like it for especially is moving in circles to get it in just very like natural. So I think these are supposed to be more glowy, like a tint, but I'm feeling like it's going on like a foundation. Like I feel like you don't even need foundation with this. But I've just seen this advertised, and this is like my top product I had wanted to try from Westman Atelier, so I am excited to be trying it. Did mean to use a primer. Whoops. I was going to try out the PLouise Play It Cool primer. I have not checked on what is water-based versus silicone. So some of these may not be good to put together, but maybe I'll try a little dab more. Just gonna kind of spread that on the face, maybe on one side. And then just try a little bit more of the drops on top of that. Yeah, I feel like it can work as a foundation, y'all. Like, this is especially good for the no makeup makeup. And honestly, adding a primer with it seems like it's kind of smoothing it out a little bit more too. Can you see a difference between each sides? I know my lighting is what I got also for Christmas. Okay, there's a couple of bougie items, I know. Hourglass. So this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked, and I got the one that's the Lotus Flower. I have been wanting it and going back and forth, but I did get it for Christmas well, I got an Ulta gift card, is what happened for Christmas, and so this is what I got with it. Yeah, it's beautiful, but high priced. We're gonna play with it. I want to see if I can do like at least my bronzer and blush with it. Nothing really looks like a highlight in here though. I think it's all bronze and blush, so we'll see. So we're gonna try out this as a bronze color. And I'm just gonna start working. I'm gonna look in this mirror. Okay, so the complexion drops are not really covering everything. I think I just don't have good lighting tonight. It really sucks. I need better lighting, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so that is really extra bronzy brown. I want to do what I first started off here to do, and that was make a difference, be helpful, be a valuable resource to y'all, and to be able to like monetize it to where I actually can make a living doing what I love. I want to be able to do all of this while caring for my biggest priority, and that is my kids, and be able to have a flexible schedule that allows me to still do what I love, but not be constantly on call and dropping everything for videos, because it was pretty much every day. And if it means that I don't film every day, I film more like 3 times a week even, that may be the case. So how am I going to be prioritizing and filtering like what I do review and take on versus what I don't? I really want to focus in 2025 more on conscious beauty, basically vegan and cruelty-free, those brands that are conscious, like sustainable packaging, but especially the number one is cruelty-free for me. And I've actually turned into a vegan. We're going to see how this goes. I've been basically eating only plant-based diet since our Costa Rica trip, which hasn't been very long, I will admit. I have already lost some weight though. I forgot to mention in my past year review here, I've had some health issues too. A lot of them are kind of my digestive issues. Ooh, that was some weird blush. I did not expect it that pigmented. Oh my. This is from the Hourglass. That one right there. Look at that. Woo! Okay. No worries. We will blend it out. We'll keep blending. Blendy, blendy, blendy. But basically, what I discovered while I was in Costa Rica was my stomach, all of the issues I've been having. There's my stomach, and there's some other things that were bothering me. Lots of testing I've had done, checking my gallbladder, checking for Crohn's, checking for everything. I've had like ultra scans done and ultrasounds done and hydro scans, and I'm about to have a scope done, and I'm tired of it. What I have noticed though was while I was in Costa Rica, it was a vegan resort. So I ate all vegan food and my stomach felt amazing for the first time in almost a year. I even went through surgery this summer, which was no fun. It was horrible. I don't want to go through another surgery. I might need another one though, honestly. but I am just really trying to focus on getting my health back. I feel like things are improving with a vegan diet. So I made the choice that I'm going vegan, but I also love animals, so it's kind of a good fit. I'm using my NYX color corrector, by the way, and I just go in with like a little dab in the corner of the eyes where it's the worst under eyes. And then I'll take my regular concealer and kind of do a little bit on the outside, and then we blend them together. But anyway, so with going vegan, I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know, I just need to get back to my roots and what I started for. Just want to be a little more mindful of what I take in. I might be doing a lot of declutters coming soon, so join me for that. And I want to just really focus on like what I really love and what is my favorite and what aligns with my values, which is vegan and cruelty free. So that's kind of the direction I'm heading in, is a little less on focused on the algorithm and making money off of YouTube, and more on just like truly bringing like my honest, like, this is what I love, this is what I've researched and found, and what, like, I don't know, just be a little bit more mindful about what I bring on here. And this all kind of like ties together because you guys might know, if you've been around, I absolutely love travel content. I love animals, and like my cute little pets show up in all of my episodes. So it just kind of like brings together a lot of things that are me. And I would love to do more and more travel like I did for Costa Rica. So a little bit of lifestyle from that perspective. I also would, if you're interested at all in some of the vegan meals I'm trying and like my flops and my successes, because it's kind of been an experiment, I'd love to even bring you guys some of that. I mean, we're going to stick mostly to beauty. This is a beauty channel, but just overall, that's kind of where I'm going, is mindful in what brands that I want to feature, mindful in what beauty boxes I want to feature, and just not quite so high strung, if that makes sense. And I hope you guys all understand. I'm going to add a little brow gel because the brows, I'm supposed to go tomorrow for my hair appointment, and I usually get my brows waxed. They're kind of a mess. So hopefully tomorrow these babies will be looking a little better. This is the little baby AVH brow gel that we got, I think maybe in Macy's beauty box, something like that. Now I wanted to show off the Natasha Denona lip pencil that we got in the Trend Mood box right before I left, but I just don't know if red is going to be the right color for this. Let's go with PLouise lip pen as well. I'm going to try out this tinted lip balm that I got from Medusa's Makeup in the their beauty box for January also. I haven't been able to try it yet. Kind of a chocolatey red. I like the color and I like how it feels on my lips. I think that's amazing on the lips. Quite beautiful. But the only negative I'd say is that it's really fat, so it's hard to like fit all over the lips unless you're somebody who has big duck lips, which I don't have. I have aging 46-year-old lips. But it feels really good, and it looks okay with the eyeshadow maybe. Do I think that the Hourglass was worth the price? I don't think it was all that extra special deal. Like, it's pretty, and I think like the packaging overall is what I love. Let me try one of these as highlight. Like, I'm gonna try that gold, but the gold doesn't really go with my like blue tones, does it? There we go. So a little pop of this for highlight. It doesn't really have anything else but that gold for highlight. So bottom line, guys, is we're going to continue with beauty boxes here, but we're going to just be focusing a lot on conscious beauty as well. Reviews, try-ons, spoilers, but also some vlogs, because I love doing vlogs, and we're just going to focus on things that I love and that just really call to me. All right, I'm going to spray all this down with the PLouise setting spray. So I have not been able to try this yet either. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's got like peppermint. Perfect for like the holidays, which is when the box was supposed to be for, but I'm enjoying it now in January, which I think is still appropriate because it's very like winter themed. And I know I'm in like summer wear, but I got hot when I was working, working and cleaning around the house. So that really wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to kind of do my year in review plus and kind of just share a few things going on with me. I just want to reset and like reconnect with my soul calling, I feel like. And so, yeah, I think the bottom line is wanting to truly like make a difference in this world, make a difference in your life, be helpful to you guys, and love what I do. And so, and I wish that all for everybody. I'm a huge believer in manifesting, and I'm not going to worry about algorithms. I'm just going to worry about following my soul, and the rest will follow that. So that wraps it up. I hope you guys have an amazing 2025. I hope for all of your dreams to come true as well, and that you really listen to your soul like I have. And we're going to bring you some more of that soul beauty. That is actually the name of my makeup practice, Soul Beauty, by the way. We're going to do some more soul beauty here. So make sure that you stick around and pop that subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss more in the future. And I will catch you on the next one, which probably is going to be going back to Ipsy next. So we will see you over there. Bye, guys.